In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no.
A pleasant good evening and welcome inside the broadcast booth here on Fantasy Sports Network as the Barrington Eagles take on the Falmouth Clippers, a non-league interstate rivalry game, we can call it, as Rhode Island hockey and Massachusetts hockey never fans of one another. And it will be the Clippers in the maroon with the white shoulders and trim, Barrington in the all yellow jerseys with the blue pants, yellow socks. As we get things underway, Dominic Bruzy in net for the Eagles. And it's the 35 of Eddie Leary in net for the Falmouth Clippers as we are down and underway here in the first period of action. Thanks so much for tuning in this evening on Fans Only Sports Network. Today's game is brought to you by Joseph Lamy, attorney at law, 696 Reservoir Avenue in Cranston, Rhode Island. Visit josephlamy.com for more information, and by RR Elite Recruits with access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports. For athletes looking to play the next level, be seen by being a part of RR Elite Recruits. Barrington stuck on the heels a little bit, trying to get it out of the zone in the backside there. It's the 20 of Henry Kelsey as he whips that one around. In front of Bruzy in a opportunity that he had to come up with a save. As right on the doorstep there was the 16 of Keely Gregory. Carried around here by the 10 of Connor Hennigan. Hennigan, one of the two captains on the side, as Bruzy makes a save, and then a second attempt got flipped up by Gregory. As Falmouth has put two quick shots on net, comes all the way back. It'll go out of the blue line area. Brady Turner will hold that one. Would have been offsides in the re-entry. Barrington tabs that one away. Off the side boards from the 22 of Trevor Snow, trying to get a board for Adam Gorman. Deflects off of him, sends all the way down. Hennigan will pick that one up for Falmouth as they cycle through the neutral zone. Deflected off the sideboards, horseshoes all the way around, comes around for it to be stopped by the 25 of Ethan Santos. As it's quickly kicked up the boards and chasing it all the way down. Good defensive play on the backside. Came from the 21 of Christian Vieira. Vieira, one of the seniors and one of the few seniors on this young Barrington side. It has a youngster in net in the sophomore Dominic Bruzy. They are minus Cam Seawick. As this one will kick off the sideboards, comes back for Shanahan. Chris Shanahan for Falmouth as he works around the back side. A quick first three to this first period. Picked up Turner, and Bruzy will grab that one and hold on for the save. As right on the doorstep was the 12 of Chase Briggs. Light crowd here this evening. In a game that is, set a bit of a distance from Barrington, maybe less so much for Falmouth. Kind of a neutral site location for a game like this. Around the backside boards, peeled out, and then right in front came an opportunity for the 20 of Charlie Bardellis, and Bruzy is able to make the save. Barrington yet to have true action in their offensive zone. As we've played through 3 and change of this one. Along the back corner, Quinlan for the Clippers. Tapped off the sideboard. Snow can make a run for it. Trevor Snow shot! Stopped! Trevor Snow got the first shot off on the afternoon/evening for the Eagles, and Leary was right there to make the save. Coming back the other way as Bruzy will pin that one underneath his pad as Quinlan took an attempt. 10:38 left to go here in the first period. One other game on Fans Only Sports Network today already completed. Burrillville Broncos have beaten the Smithfield Sentinels 5-1 at Levy Ice Arena in Burrillville. Smithfield will be back in action on Friday in their rivalry game against the LaSalle Rams, but questions now about the Smithfield Sentinels after losses to Warwick and Burrillville to start the season. Cycle around the back boards as it gets pulled out onto the stick of Cody Wood. Wood trying to slot that one forward, was looking for the 26 of Cam Hayes. Will bounce over Hayes' stick again as it's corralled by the 8 of Owen Meserve. For Wood, for Hayes. Partridge tried to put that one in center. Looking again, Gregory right in the slot. As Wood pushes that one around. 20 of Kelsey, 27 of Hayes, both trying to move up that side board. Pops all the way back for Wood once again. They've got to be careful here as Falmouth really pushing the envelope. Shanahan had it right on the blue line. Finally kicked out by the Eagles. They're going to wrap that around the backside boards. Watts down deep for Hayes. Comes back out to the blue line, and again it's the 16 of Gregory. Gregory draws one, and that's kicked aside by Bruzy. Chasing it back in the defensive zone is Gonsalves. Patrick Gonsalves starts that one out for the 12 of Briggs. Briggs brings it across the neutral zone into the offensive territory for Falmouth. And a good dispossession play there from the 22 of Snow. As Snow loses his stick that time around, and then the bouncing puck through center is tapped by Briggs, and Bruzy will pin it to the ice for a save. 8:13 remaining here in the first period. A scoreless match so far. Hard shot. That one hit traffic in front of Bruzy. Likely off of the 9 of Joseph Carmone. Good defensive stop from Carmone. Briggs can be picked up and carried by Gorman. Gorman got dumped down. No call for the referees. Hard shot came from the outside corner. Moving inward was the 10 of Hennigan. Briggs in the corner. Briggs deflected by LaBreche right back out in front. Bruzy again coming up with another save. We talked about this in the game against Hendricken the other night. The score line looked like another good Hendricken victory, but it's deceptive to the job that Dominic Bruzy did in net. Could have possibly been a very, very different score line. With speed, the 15 of Trent Sen. Sen got bottled up right along the boards. As Ethan Santos tried to send it the other way, and we have a whistle and a stoppage of play, and the faceoff's going to come up just outside of the blue line on an offside call. Tonight's first period brought to you by Joseph Lamey, attorney at law, 696 Reservoir Avenue in Cranston, Rhode Island. Visit josephlamey.com for more information. And by RR Elite Recruits, with access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports. For athletes looking to play at the next level, be seen by being a part of RREliteRecruits.com today. Plenty of hockey opportunities available. There's a huge hit on the far blue line. The arm goes up from the referee. I say that's just a good old-fashioned hockey hit, but Barrington's going to get called for a penalty on this one. And it looks like the 2 of Cody Wood is going to go to the box for that hit that he put on Christian Sullivan. And he's going to call 2 minutes for roughing. That was just a good old-fashioned hockey hit. And these referees lately, the roughing calls have just gotten way too fluid and too much. I get it's high school hockey and you want to tamp down the physicality or whatever, but you gotta let hockey hits happen. All the way back for the 10 of Hennigan. First power play of the game for either side. Now this one's moved forward by Quinlan. Quinlan cross-ice pass. Was looking there for Gregory in the center slot. Couldn't connect with him. Gregory dispossessed by Kelsey. Kelsey trying to move it up the sideboards. Gregory takes it back. Gregory trying to flip one through. Bruzy's going to make the save on the shot attempt that came from the 10 of Hennigan. .120 remaining on the advantage. Off the sideboards. They try to push that one forward for Gorman. Gorman will chase this one through to the 22 of Trevor Snow, and Snow put one right up on Leary's chest, and he's able to bring that one down for the save. A 103 on the advantage with 5 and change left to play here in the first. As this is carried out by Turner. Sent all the way back down. Good clearance from the Eagles. Will waste a little bit more penalty time. Gorman rubbed off the 12 of Briggs on the opposite side. The puck skittered through though, and Bardellis had it for a moment. Hopwood. Hopwood takes a shot. That one goes high and wide. Comes back on the opposite side point for Santos. Through, and that one may have caught the stanchion on the doors that are right there on the backside corner. Penalty box door is open. We play five-a-side hockey. And a whistle for icing, a stoppage of play. We'll bring the faceoff down in front of Bruzy with 4:12 left to go. Through the center, trying to grab for that one was Portenso. And instead it comes all the way back down. Right in front, an opportunity that landed on the stick of Cole Vieira. And Vieira's shot went just a little bit wide. Barrington first true offensive zone presence of the game. As this one gets pushed into the corner, Hayes trying to work that one around, was looking there for the 9 of Carmone. And Carmone will bring this one back as the Eagles try to recollect and reset. Wood. Cross-ice pass for Vieira. Deflects off of the boards. Comes instead for the 27 of Hayes. Hayes carries that one back across. Henry Kelsey and Cameron Hayes to the corner. Sorry, Connor Hayes. Got multiple Hayeses, multiple Vieiras on this team. As that one will get deflected up into the netting and a stoppage of play. A lot of times you'll get that, but you'll get players that'll wear numbers far off from each other. Cole Vieira wearing the 11. Christian Vieira wears 21. Connor Hayes, Cameron Hayes wear 26 and 27. And that's tonight's edition of what we call Broadcasters Chaos. Big hit from behind. Arm goes up as down went Eric Hall. And as soon as Falmouth touches the puck, we're going to get an Eagles power play for the first time tonight. And there's going to be a question. The referee's going to have a chat about this one. Was it from behind? Is it 2 and a misconduct, or are they going to put a 5 on the board? I think the question more has to become, was he playing the puck at the moment? If it was him playing the puck. And it is going to be, I think it's going to be a 5-minute for rough. No, they're going to put 2. So it's just 2. But a power play for the Eagles. They cycle this one around, looking in the center. They've got Cameron Hayes. Through traffic, Hayes had it on his stick as it came flying in from Eric Hall. Back for Hall at the blue line, was able to keep it in. Dips down in the corner, comes back up top for Hall again, fired one. And a save made by Leary. About a 33-second difference between the penalty clock and game clock. So, barring a Barrington score, we'll have about 30 seconds of 5-on-5 to end this period. This one's going to pop all the way back for Hall. Leary splits and kicks one away, and this one comes back up along the glass and all the way down. Last minute of the advantage. 1:25 left to go here in the period. As getting held up on his way into the zone was Snow. And it pops back over top of Hall's stick. Chasing him is the 12 of Briggs. On the opposite side for Cameron Hayes. Line changes ensue for both sides, and a final rush opportunity with 25 seconds left to go. On the advantage, Henry Kelsey. Poke checked back into the neutral zone, has to be collected as it's corralled around by Cody Wood. Wood sends that one forward. Opportunity as they were trying to go right across. That was Connor Hayes looking for Henry Kelsey. Penalty is expired. We're back to 5 aside for the final 30 seconds. And Barrington's got to be careful they don't get caught out. And a shot off of the post. That came from the 20 of Bardellis. Brought back into the offensive zone, Ryan Clausen. Cycled around and then carried out once again. Quinlan in the final 5 seconds to go. 6 versus 6 as Quinlan chases to the corner against Adam Gorman. The horn will sound and we're through 1. No score on the board. Both teams had an opportunity on the power play. No one can convert. 15 gone by. 30 to go. 0-0 after 1.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Zero after 1 between the Barrington Eagles and the Falmouth Clippers as we get underway here in the second period of action. Penalty box is empty, 5 aside hockey. Again hitting the post is the 10 of Hennigan. Falmouth's outshot Barrington 14-6. But Dominic Bruzy again has been able to hold the Eagles up. Each team had 1 opportunity on the power play in the first period. No conversions, obviously, from either side. As that one tips off the stick of Ben LeBreche. Sent long distance by Hennigan will stop the clock. 14:06 left to go. We'll get the longer intermission after the end of this period. They'll resurface the ice before the third. Face off. Sent around the backside boards. We'll be back in this arena tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Cumberland Clippers, Warwick Co-op. And then to Schneider Arena tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Prout Crusaders, Moses Brown Quakers from the big stage. As Falmouth will chase this one back, picked up by Shanahan. Shanahan sends that one around for the 11 of Partridge. Partridge trying to get that one through the neutral zone area, and a whistle and a high stick played. And so we'll send it back. And the faceoff will come out to the right-hand side of Eddie Leary. Game 2 of the season for Falmouth. First game of the season in net for Eddie Leary. Jack Braga, one of their 3 goaltenders, played in game 1. As they head obviously back home after this one, their next game will be Wednesday against Brookline. Face off to the left of Bruzy. Off the sideboards, gets shuffled down, picked away by Hennigan, sent back into the zone. On the back side, Carmone, as he tries to horseshoe that one around. Cody Wood couldn't get movement on it. Now finally does come out as he got it onto the stick of Gorman. Gorman was trying to look to release LeBreche. That one came right back behind Bruzy, and on the doorstep was Joseph Carmone to sweep that one away. It was headed for open net. Center ice. Moved by Brady Turner. Round the back side of the net, comes out in the corner point. Looking for upstairs. And that one will float into the glove of Bruzy in a stoppage of play as Charlie Bardellis knuckle pucked one. Craftfully right back through the center was Gregory. This one will bounce into the defensive area of Barrington, and Hayes, that's the 27 of Connor Hayes, getting a stick to it to move it out of play. Rugby scrum along the boards as both Hayeses are involved. And this one comes, my apologies, that's actually the 24 of John O'Connell. Inside and a score. It bounced through the legs of Henry Kelsey. He may have caught a deflection piece. And Keely Gregory goes ahead and puts that one through. And Falmouth on the board 1-0. Face off for Hayes. Hayes wins that one down into the corner, coming right back on an opportunity. Henry Kelsey, as it bounces through, and a whistle and a stoppage of play, and they're going to call a hand pass. Trent Sen shaking his head a little bit. They'll bring that one outside the blue line. Back once again for Wood. Wood off the side boards. That one goes all the way down in the corner for Sen. Sen got ran into. On the 5 of Chris Shanahan. Pops all the way back out. Gregory on his own. Gregory trying to loop through. And a good poke check defensively from the 9 of Carmone. For Cody Wood. Wood. Sen. Underneath his stick. As it got picked back up by Hannigan. Right at center ice. Stopping on a dime is Missouri. Pushed back in by Hayes. Defending there was the 11 of Cole Vieira, as that one has to get sent all the way down. There was nowhere for Hennigan to put that puck, but way up in the air and all the way down. We get a stoppage of play. Tonight's second period brought to you by Joseph Lamy, attorney at law, 696 Reservoir Avenue in Cranston, Rhode Island. Visit josephlamy.com for more information. And by RR Elite Recruits with access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports. For athletes looking to play at the next level, be seen by being a part of RREliteRecruits.com today. Floating one in again that can be saved by Bruzy as that came from Hennigan. Round the backside boards for the 8 of Hall. Hall goes the opposite direction with it. Slot pass through the center, looking for Cole Vieira to try to release. And it'll kick off the glass and head back into the Barrington defensive zone. They switch sides for Clausen. Clausen trying to go up the sideboards near to the bench side, and that one instead gets pushed all the way down. Dump and chases. Falmouth goes to line change. Vieira chased it back for the Eagles. Off the skates of Hall as he looked forward for Lebreche. Lebreche to flex off of the backside boards, comes all the way out. Gorman, 2-on-1 opportunity. Lebreche, after he got the rebound attempt that came on the initial shot from Trevor Snow. And Leary standing tall for Falmouth. 8 and change left to go here in the second period. As that one gets sent down and kicked off of the pads of Leary again from Snow. Backside corner dumped in from Carmone. Would have been offsides for Barrington. They delay that. And somehow they've got a goal. Heads up play right in front. It popped off. The net's off of its moorings. The water bottle is on the ground. But the referee is going to say good goal. Falmouth is trying to plead their case. But Adam Gorman is going to have this game knotted at 1. I think even the Falmouth coaching staff try to, for a moment, plead one. All tied at 1, our runners even on the goal from Adam Gorman. As Barrington tries to apply pressure now, going both to the boards. 15 of Sen and the 20 of Henry Kelsey. Rugby scrum along the boards. That's pulled out by Hayes. Connor Hayes right in front, and Hayes got dumped down. No call from the referees. In the corner. Back out to the blue line once again, and that time from the blue line was the 9 of Carmone. And Leary makes the save. Briggs. Around the back side. Held by O'Connell at the blue line. Again, another clearing play. That one's going to go all the way down. Icing will be called as O'Connell went into a foot race with Hopwood. But once again, Hennigan sends one high that's just evading everybody all the way down. Six and change left to go here in the period. Off the stick of the 24 of Hopwood. As they go defensively, and Bruzy another save as Quinlan tried to come from the corner. They'll wrap that one around. Quinlan tried to pick it up. Snatched away defensively by Barrington. Forward momentum and a good opportunity there on the stick of Gorman, who scored the goal to level this game. Carmone. Gorman deflects up off the boards. Penalty is going to get called. Careful here to not get coincidentals as LeBrecht got manhandled down to the ice. An interference call or holding call, one of the two, whichever you want to pick out of the buck. They're going to call 2 minutes for holding, and it's going to go against the 10 of Connor Hennigan. So 5:08 left to go here in the second, and Barrington's going to get their second power play of the evening. They're waiting to get the penalty time up on the board. Now it finally does. And we can go ahead and play. For the 2 of Wood. Kicks that one down as he was looking for Sen. Hayes. It's the 27 of Connor Hayes. As he works alongside the 14 of Vieira. Clausen, my apologies. Kicked inside and off of the skates of Santos as that goes all the way down. Hayes around the back side. Clausen. For Wood. Clausen again as that one hit traffic, and then it's kicked out of the zone from Partridge. .45 seconds remaining in the advantage. 3 and change left to go here in the second period. As LeBrecht tried to carry that one in himself. This one's going to get flicked up. It'll hit off of the dasher boards on the backside. Trying to be pushed around by Gorman. As he was looking for LeBrecht. LeBrecht got upended for a second there by the 6 of Quinlan, and almost thought we were going to have another penalty. Cody Wood. Good rink-wide pass for Gorman. Gorman fired one. That goes high and wide. Hall. Puck spinning on its edge as he gets that one for Gorman. Taken away and defensively carried out of the zone. Gonsalves is that one high over top of Bruzy. Penalty box is empty. We play 5 aside for the final 2:45 of the second period. Level at 1 after Adam Gorman scored for Barrington to bring it back. Kelly Gregory for Falmouth. Gorman for the Eagles as Bruzy makes another save. Today's second period on Fans Only Sports Network brought to you by Joseph Lamy, attorney at law, 696 Reservoir Avenue in Cranston, Rhode Island. Visit josephlamy.com for more information, and by RR Elite Recruits with access to 3,000 schools and 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports. For athletes looking to play at the next level, be seen by being a part of RREliteRecruits.com today as Bruzy kicks that one away on the attempt that came inside from the corner. Brady Turner and Falmouth has been shooting from the blue line multiple times throughout the first period, plus as we're about 90% of the way through, more than 90% of the way through the second period of play. They cycle that one back again from the blue line again, and somehow they stuck it in, and guess what? It's the same play. It's that long distance shot from Hennigan, and then it's Gregory just punching right in front of the net, and Kelly Gregory picks up his second of the game. So Gregory, his second doorstep goal of the game as he just continued to punch away. As this one's going to roll in on Bruzy, he'll make the save. Bardellis from the blue line that time. 1:22 left to go here in the second period. And a shot and a score. This time the snipe ends up working. Hennigan to Partridge, and Partridge was able to redirect that one on the back side. And Falmouth has potted 2 goals in the last minute and stepped out to a 3-1 lead. Faceoff can be won by the Eagles. Carried forward by Gorman. 2-on-1 the opposite direction, and over skating it was Briggs. Inside of the final minute to go, an offside called, and then Lebreche takes a little bit of a tumble. They'll resurface the ice after this period concludes, so we'll have about a 10-minute commercial break before we play the third period of action. And Barrington has a little bit of a ladder to climb now. They had this one honors even, and all of a sudden in the span of a minute, 2 goals from Falmouth. And now a 3-1 lead. A hooking call coming up is down to the ice. Goes the 24 of Hopwood. And they're going to get the 9 of Carmone. Face-off one, pushed back to the neutral zone by the Barrington defense. Falmouth tries to re-enter in the final 10 seconds to go. Looking to send one, and it's deflected as Quinlan took a shot attempt. It hit multiple sticks and went up in the air. They'll pin this one to the corner. The horn will sound as it comes back around for Gregory quickly. And he got a shot off right as the horn sounded. Bruzy will actually make the save. Be credited with it. And we're through 2 periods of play. 30 minutes in the books, 15 to go. Falmouth, 2 goals in a span of a minute, have stepped out to a 3-1 lead over the Barrington Eagles. You're watching Rhode Island High School Ice Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
in, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
As we welcome you back for the third period of action. And tonight's third period on Pens Only Sports Network brought to you by Joseph Lamy, attorney at law, 696 Reservoir Avenue in Cranston, Rhode Island. Visit josephlamy.com for more information, and by RR Elite Recruits with access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports. Where athletes looking to play at the next level will be seen by being a part of rreliterecruits.com. Bruzy makes the save on a rolling puck down into the corner. Long distance shot that came off the stick of the 5 of Chris Shanahan. And another save by Bruzy. And they are doing what we hear just about every single referee and linesman in every game, is pushing players back as they encroach a little bit too far on the circle on faceoffs. Quinlan for Gregory. Gregory, 2 of the 3 goals for Falmouth on the evening. Chase Briggs, the other. Adam Gorman for the Barrington Eagles. Gregory just kept in the line by Shanahan. And Bruzy has that one in his catching glove. Two games on the docket tomorrow. Cumberland Clippers, Warwick Co-op from right here at Lynch Arena, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we'll be at Schneider Arena on the campus of Providence College tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, as the Prout Crusaders take on the Moses Brown Quakers. And for many of you shaking your head going, wait, wasn't that game just yesterday? Yeah, it was. Prout played Moses Brown yesterday. They moved the game that was supposed to be scheduled at the end of the season. It was, I believe, around about February 11th, as that one's going to be called a good goal. Burzy went to sweep it on the doorstep. Briggs put it behind him. Second of the game for Briggs. And it's 4-1. As the definition of getting a power play goal at the edge of the power play. Turner sent that one all the way down. Barrington getting outshot 27-13 as this one pops off of the side boards, and there's a great shot attempt that came from Henry Kelsey. This is the second of a back-to-back for Barrington. They played East Greenwich yesterday down at West Warwick Civic Center. Now playing up here today. Face-off won by Falmouth. Santos cycled around the corner. They were looking there for Portonso. As scrambles in front of the net, and the net off of its moorings will stop play. And that time it was the 14 of Christian Sullivan in front of the net for Falmouth. Cycle around the backside boards, pulled out by Shanahan. Shanahan works that one into the corner. Trying to be kept in the zone by LaBreche. As it bounces off of his stick, LaBreche and Gorman working for it. Comes back off of the glass right on the penalty box side and cycled back down. Gorman had an opportunity for it as Snow slotted one right across the mouth of the goal. Will be peeled out by the Clippers. And down into the opposite corner, Quinlan. Comes back to center ice through the neutral zone, Hennigan. Hennigan will get shoved to the boards as it ended up getting loose from Hennigan's stick. Joseph Carmone was looking for it for a second. In distance, this one took a weird bounce off of the back boards, and it's in. Hard shot from Brady Turner. And a weird bounce off the back boards landed on the stick of Chase Briggs. Briggs is a hat trick. And this game is slid away. It's 5-1. Shanahan. Headed the other way, Clausen. As it slid back and hit hard and down on the ice right now is the aid of Eric Hall. And Hall's a little slow to get up. They'll put the face off on the blue line in front of the Barrington bench. Barrington trying to make a line change, wasn't allowed. Face off won by the Eagles. Arm went up from the referee immediately. As into the boards went the 20 of Henry Kelsey, as he got hit from behind by Shanahan. And Shanahan's going to go to the box for interference. Oh, 2 minutes for interference to Chris Shanahan. And the Eagles go on the power play. .45 left to go here in the third. As this one will pop up and go all the way down. Bruzy will shepherd that one for the aid of Eric Hall. Hall right back out on the ice. First shift after coming off on a injury, and then getting dumped down in front of the net on the far side is Matt Quinlan, and now Quinlan slow to get up. And Quinlan left his stick as he gingerly skates off the ice. So he'll get attended to by the training staff. No penalty assessed on the play as it happened sort of behind the action. As this one horseshoes around the backside boards, LeBreche tapping out for Wood. For LeBreche back in the corner again. Wood right across. Try to go soccer and lacrosse style as this one's popping all over the place. Couple of kicks, couple of stick whacks. And a net off of its moorings by the referees will stop play. A minute left to go in the advantage. 9:50 left to go here in the period. Gorman. Hall. Wood. They sent one right through the slot, and trying to get it was Snow. Couldn't turn it around. LeBreche picks this one up. Drops it off of the blue line for Wood. Wood and Snow work in the corner. Snow backhander. Shot, score! It's Adam Gorman. It's his second of the game. It's a power play goal in 5-2. So Gorman gets a deuce. Chase Briggs has 3 for Falmouth. We're going to get a penalty. And they're going to call the 24 of John O'Connell, 2 minutes for holding. So we'll play 4-on-4 for a second, and now it's going to be a power play time for Falmouth. As that one goes off of the boards, comes back out in front, Leary's going to make the save and stop play. Popped up off the side boards, trying to move that one forward was Gregory. Gets bottled up in the neutral zone, kicks off of the boards right in front of the penalty box area and all the way down as Barrington clears the zone out. That one took a weird bounce and came right back out. Leary has to hold it, as standing on the doorstep was Connor Hayes. Take one more chance to mention 2 games tomorrow. Cumberland Clippers, Warwick Co-op, 3 p.m. Eastern time from right here at Lynch Arena. We'll have the game for you as always on Fans Only Sports Network. And then from the Big House, from Schneider Arena on the campus of Providence College tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, as the Prout Crusaders take on the Moses Brown Quakers. Follow us online, Fans Only Sports. It's fansonlysportz.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever social media you might possibly have, at FOSPORTZ. And for all things hockey powered by Fans Only Sports Network, check out ri.hockey on Instagram. That's at ri.hockey on Instagram. Popped up on the backside boards, will be chased by Vieira. Bruzy had to come out and pick that one up off of the stick of the 20 of Charlie Bardellis, and it gets deflected up into the netting. We'll get a stoppage of play and a faceoff that'll come down to the left side. Rhode Island High School Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network is brought to you by Joseph Lammy, attorney at law, 696 Reservoir Avenue in Cranston, Rhode Island. Visit josephlammy.com for more information, and by RR Elite Recruits, with access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports. For athletes looking to play at the next level, be seen by being a part of RR Elite Recruits. Backhanded opportunity with an open net was Owen Meserve, and that one will slide through traffic, and Bruzy will go ahead and pin it to the ice as Meserve once again on the doorstep there with Portentenso. Penalty box is empty, 5 aside, 6 and change left to go here in regulation. 1-on-1 and not able to get it underneath. Good opportunity though from Trent Sen. Second attempt may have actually caught a piece of the post as that one gets fired by Henry Kelsey, streaking across, and 3 shots by the Eagles within the span of 15-20 seconds as they try to climb back into this one. In hockey, 6.5 is still what you could call plenty of time. For I'm sure many of those who are from Falmouth, Massachusetts, or also even anywhere in Rhode Island, would like to forget a span of about 27 seconds that occurred to the Boston Bruins back in the day. Hence why we say 6.5 minutes can be plenty of time. Around the backside boards, where it's continued to be pushed by Hennigan. Hennigan getting pushed around by the entire Barrington defense, most notably with Wood and the 9 of Carmone. We'll come back into the neutral zone for the 19 of Brady Turner. Turner to the corner, fires one, and Bruzy will just cover up on that one as there's extracurriculars in front of the net, and the referee's quick to skate over there and get in between all of it. No need to see issues abound as into what happened during a Canada Juniors League game the other night where we had a goaltender fight. Net is off of its moorings, and we'll get a stoppage of play. As getting dumped down to the ice was Briggs, and trying to plead his case to the referee that he wanted a penalty called as the 8 of Eric Hall standing right over top of him. To the corner for Briggs as he tries to chop that one out at the blue line for Shanahan. Instead, it wraps all the way around the backside boards for Hall. Hall tried to deflect that one off right in front of Gorman. Horseshoed the other way and will be kicked and carried out of the neutral zone off of the stick of the 21 of Vieira for Gorman. Hall from distance, and Leary had to snag that one. This will be Barrington's last game until they play their holiday tournament. They'll be in the Cape Ann Savings Bank tournament in Gloucester. They play on the 26th and 27th, and then they'll restart the Rhode Island season after the New Year's, January 6th at Burrillville against the Broncos, who just beat Smithfield 5-1 today. We'll have that game for you right here on Fans Only Sports Network. From there, a home game against Mount St. Charles and then Cumberland to close out the first couple of weeks of the new year. Quite hard to believe that it'll be 2023 in 2 weeks' time. As this one gets cycled around the backside boards, Santos trying to clear it out, ends up having the net behind Leary get knocked off of its moorings. Hannigan. Dispossession by Sen as he tried to keep it in offensively. Heads the other way instead, and Bardellis with a hard shot up over top of everything, hit glass and came back down. Off of the boards, bench side. Looking for Sen. It's pushed in by Bardellis. Sorry, my apologies by the 20 in gold of Henry Kelsey. LeBreche tried to body out a couple of different Falmouth players, and instead it comes down for another save to be made by Bruzy. Final 2.5 to go. Smith. Where the head of steam headed the other way is Trevor Snow, and that one will have the net off of its moorings once more, and the spike pegs not being friendly on either side of the ice tonight. Taken away on the face-off by the 22 of Nick Udy. As Falmouth has decided to go completely down the line and will dump everybody off of the bench that is on the sheet tonight. Face off won by the Eagles. Kick that one all the way around. It's going to get picked up on the opposite side by Gonsalves. Gonsalves cycles that one all the way back. Came off of Reserve in the neutral zone for Sullivan. 14 the other way is Ryan Clausen for the Eagles. And this one is peeled off. Gonsalves back through as he slotted that one across, looking for Portenso. Delayed off sides. Negated as Falmouth exits the zone. Barrington controls this one. Mishandle and a shot attempt from Meserve and a save made by Bruzy. .111 separating the end of this game. Bouncing puck came over as a hard attempt from Kelsey gets blocker padded away. And we're into the final minute. Barrington searching to try to get one more on the board if they can. Now this one stretches back into the neutral zone. Kelsey chases it. Sen. Forward for Wood. Came back for Sen. Sen looking to slot one to Wood again. And it gets pushed behind the net. Falmouth will kick this one around, looking to try to exit the zone and see if they can run off the final 20 seconds. It bounces off the sideboards. 2-on-1 opportunity. Good defensive stop from Hall. Hall's going to take this one 2-on-1 the other way as Hall's going to get knocked down and go in hard to the boards. And a little pushing and shoving after the play as Eric Hall took a hard hit to his wrist area earlier and went down, and now this time slid out into the boards, and with 6.6 seconds left, they're going to get a penalty called for tripping. And Hall is back up on his feet and looks like he's going to skate off on his own power. And they're going to pull Bruzy with 6.6 seconds left. And the face-off to the right of Leary. Six on 5 for 6.6. As it gets horseshoed around the back side, and that will do it. Falmouth takes the trip down and picks up a 5-2 victory over the Barrington Eagles. And that'll put a bow on the day of hockey here on Fans Only Sports Network. We thank you so much for tuning in wherever you might be around the region, around the country, around the world. As we will say farewell to Saturday afternoon/evenings hockey action. We'll see you again tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Cumberland Clippers, Warwick Co-op on Fans Only Sports Network. And then we'll be at Providence College tomorrow night. Prout versus Moses Brown. As always, check Fans Only Sports. It's fansonlysportz.com for schedule information. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever social media you might have at FOSPORTZ. And for all things hockey powered by Fans Only Sports Network, follow us on Instagram at RI.hockey. For Alden Darris, who pulled a double in 2 different cities of Rhode Island today, Matt Gillis and all of the team here at Fans Only Sports Network, have a great night.